Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. You are watching Budget with Caroline and I am Caroline. Welcome. Lovely to have you here. Today we are stuffing for week 4 of September. And I just want to say, has anybody else noticed how cold it has become so earlier this year? I'm sure it didn't get sort of like cold in the evenings until around mid-October last year. Although now I'm having to put... Although it's only an oil-filled radiator because it's cheaper to run than my electric panel heaters, I'm having to put that on overnight whilst I'm asleep because where I've got sleep apnea, I have to wear a mask and it's connected to a machine that's got a long hose. When the temperature drops in my room, it creates condensation in the tube and it's literally like somebody is sitting over me at night flicking drops of water at my nose and at my face. So in order to combat that, I've had to put the heating on in my room overnight. I refuse to put the heating on during the day whilst I'm at home. I'm only at home really at the weekends or during the evenings when I'm at home, when I get home from work. But yeah, I've had to put the heating on overnight so that I can actually sleep. Because if you can imagine somebody flicking water at you, it disturbs your sleep. And that makes me very grumpy, even with copious amounts of coffee. So yeah, I just wondered if anybody else kind of thought that. I mean, I know that we're at the end of September, but I'm sure it didn't start to get colder until around mid-October last year. But maybe I'm making it up. I don't know. Maybe it's because spring came earlier this year, so all the seasons are now fucked. I don't know. But I just thought I'd ask. All right, let's pop the coffee over there. Right, let's get some money out. It's a normal one this week. So we have got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30. So it's just purse money, and then we'll get what I've got left from my purse for this week out. See what we're doing with that. That's that. Come out, come out. Right, okay, so we have got... Where'd it go? There it is. We've still got the dodgy 50p. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, so I'm not going to count that. So we've got two 50p's, ooh, 4 20p's, £2 coins, and I'm going to steal the 3p just in case for the petrol pump. And then we've got two 2p's. So we'll sort those out in a minute. What have we got left? Spending, we've got £10 left over. Petrol, we've got £10 left over. And then food, I've got some Nectar vouchers, which I can't cash stuff into my game challenges. And £15 left over. There we go. So, as per usual, £50 into food, £50 into petrol, and £15 into spending. So let's pop this lot in, put it behind the Nectar vouchers, otherwise I forget to use them at the till. There we go. Oh, speaking of Sainsbury's, I managed to get myself the cinnamon bun flavoured Baileys last week. That is heavenly. That, I would imagine, in some coffee. I haven't tried it yet in coffee. I have tried it, but I haven't tried it in coffee yet. I would imagine it's going to taste absolutely gorgeous. It tastes like a nice cinnamon bun. It really does. I haven't found the Terry's Chocolate Orange Baileys yet, but I'm still on the hunt for it. It will be found and it will be mine. Okay, so £15 spending money. We do our challenge, which is Charles Cash Budget's Autumn Season Savings Challenge. I've said heads is 10, tails is 5. So in this week, which is the last week for this one, we're putting in £5. So £10 going into my spending. So let's pop that in there. Drop purse. Lob it on the sofa. Right, okay, so we've got a £5 there. So that is that done for this season. I don't work to the actual seasons. I just do quarterly, because that's how my brain works if I'm doing cash stuffing between January to December. So in here now then, we have got 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, £75. I'm going to swap 2 of those 5 out for a 10. Wonderful. And then that is going to get allocated straight into the car envelope. And then I will dig out, have I got it to hand? I should do. No, there it is. So this is the one that will be starting on next week, which is the winter. So let's give that an allocation. So we're going to do heads is 5 and tails is 10. There we go. So that's that one ready. So let's get, where is, it's this one. Yep. There's the car. So we're putting this straight into car. Let's move that one out the back. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, £155 now in car. So that pays for literally anything that my car needs. So with the MOT, it will be whether it needs new wiper blades, new bulbs, you know, you name it, whatever it needs. Unless I have to pull stuff out of other envelopes because something else has gone majorly wrong with it. So that's that one done. Okay, so we've got £15 for our minis. Let's sort the change out now. And then I will give you my confession. It's a good confession, but it's a confession nonetheless. Right, so we've got £2 going into Buy Me Perfume and Tell Me I'm Pretty. So 1 and 2. So we should have £10 in here now. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I'm going to do is I'll swap those out. Have I got a £5 in there? And I do. There we go. So we'll pop those back in there and pop those £2 in there as well. So that's £10 into Buy Me Perfume and Tell Me I'm Pretty from Wednesday Plans. And then let's get the pennies out. So what do we need? We need 50p's, 20p's, and 2p's. I think so. We've got 2p's, purple. Let's do that one there, and that one there. Give them a waft. Send them into the abyss. How many do we say? 2, 4, 20p's. I need to take my glasses off for this because I can't see. Still far too early in the morning. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is that one done? Into the abyss and blue for the 250p's. And one of them is really manky. That one. And that one. Wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're halfway through on the 50p's. That's quite good. Right, we'll pop the money back up there for now, and I'll sort them into the bags later. Okay, so my confession. is a spending confession. In here, my 50th, which is where I save for Bethany Budget's birth month flowers. This money is all saving up towards my 50th. I couldn't decide whether I'm going to spend it on a present for myself or a party or anything like that, but I've spent some money. The offer was too good to refuse. I have purchased a designer bag and a designer purse, albeit secondhand. So yeah, I've bought myself a gorgeous Mulberry bright hot pink bag and a Louis Vuitton purse, the same size as my purse, but in this colour. It is gorgeous. So if you would like me to show it to you, I am more than happy to do a show and tell when I receive the package that's currently being sent to my mum and dad's, because I've had a nightmare with my post, as Endless Budgets and Designs will know. So it's just safer if it gets shipped to my mum and dad's rather than to my house here. So it'll have to wait until next weekend before I can pick it up. But if you would like me to do a show and tell, let me know and I will show you. So I have spent money from here. But what I'm thinking I might do is I might do the 6 months of this next year just to build it back up again. Because, yeah. I don't know, I've only just had my birthday and it kind of felt wrong to buy myself birthday presents for next year, because essentially they are for my 50th birthday. But if I didn't get them now, there's no guarantee that they'd have similar or the same or anything next year when I go to buy them. So I bought them now. It was an impulse and a considered purchase, both at the same time. So yeah, confession over. Don't judge me. Right, let's crack on. Let's do in here weigh day. So Saturdays is my day for weighing and my jab. So I'm just gonna have a slurp. So yeah, so far 2 weeks on Mounjaro. I lost 6 pounds last week, and this week I've lost 6 pounds again. I've lost almost a stone in 2 weeks, which is incredible. I am eating, do not worry about that. I've got plenty of food, plenty of nutrients, plenty of calories, plenty of protein. I'm not starving myself on this journey. So, yay! Yay me! Yay me! Right, so we're going to colour in this purple heart. There. And we're going to colour in that there. And I'm going to do blue, because we did a blue for that one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, went outside the lines on that one. 5. There we have it. I'm not going to put any money in. I still need to try and work out how I'm actually going to save for it. I might just have to wait until the end of each month when I get paid or something like that, so that I can put in the rest of the money, or I don't know. I haven't quite figured that part out. All I know is that I'm going to need to have, I can't just save £1, because £6 doesn't buy you any clothes unless you're shopping in like Primark, and I'm still too big for Primark. So yeah, so that's that done. Right, now then, next we are going to do, in fact I'm going to take that out and we're going to use that in our game binder. So next we're going to do this one. No, we're gonna do this one. Now, Christmas. Now, I have worked out what I would like to buy myself from me to me. And I really have realised that I do have expensive taste. So I've picked out the things that I want. I've worked out how much I need. I know I've got some money in here. I know that I've got £75 coming from a family member, because that's how we do our main Christmas gift. So it's me, my mum, my dad, and my two sisters. We all put our names in the hat. We pull out one name and you buy for that person and you spend £75 on them, on that one person. So it just makes it a bit cheaper, because it's, you know, Christmas is an expensive time of year for everybody, regardless. So that's how we do it. So what I've determined is that with my leftover money each week, I need to put in £10 into my Black Friday fund, so that I have then got enough to buy the things that I want to buy. It might seem very, I don't know, frivolous, and I could buy these items throughout the year if I wanted to, really, but it's just nice to open some presents on Christmas Day. So yeah, so putting £10 in, so now I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, £90 in there. Okay, so that is that one done. Oh, I can cross one of those off. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't cross one of those off. 4, 8, 9. We need to rub 2 of those out. There we go. So that is correct. Although we'll have to do that again. I might change that down to, might change that to 20s. I'll think about that later. I will. Okay, so let's do the lime green neon games binder. So I need 2 5s. In fact, no, I won't. I'll leave it as it is. Okay, so what I've decided to do is I'm going to, instead of rolling a dice, we're going to go one by one, because this could possibly be a 10 and this one could possibly be a 10. So I'd rather get those 2 done out the way first in case I do get a 10. So, and you'll also notice I've put a cheeky one in the back for the big budgeting meetup. I have. Because I'm still debating. Right, so let's do this one first. This is Celebrate the Wins from Rosebud's Budgets. So pick a ticket. If the ticket has a 5 on it, save a 5er. If it ends in a 0, save a 10. And then cross off the corresponding. We're going to do a purple one. The corresponding animal. See, I'm not cheating. I'm not looking at them. Close that up. Put that back in there. Okay, so which one did we get? It's a 0 and it's the fish. So we do need to put in £10 into this one. So £10 goes in there. I was using blue. We cross the fish off. And then we're going to put the little fishy in the back, because he's a done one. And we put that one back in there. This one is the next one. So this is from Budgets and Dreams. This is pumpkin pie, saves 100. So if you pick a pumpkin, it's 10. If you pick a pie, it's £5. Where is my scratch off tool? It's in here somewhere, but I can't find it. Ah, found it. It was hiding. Right, so I've got £15. Which one should we do? I want to do this one here. Oh, it's a pumpkin. So so we need to save £10 for this one. Yep, pumpkin is 10. Get rid of that. I think I need to get myself one of them little hoovers. So it's £10 going in. Let's give that a little cross. That's done. And £10 going in. And then the last £5 is going to go into Bethany Budgets, Lava Lump. We're doing orange, so £5 is there. Perfect. So in here now we have got 10, 15, 20, 25. So I think that's how I'm going to do it. And then next week, if I've got money left over, we'll do those two first again. But then we'll start with this one. That's how I want to do it. So that everyone gets some money at some point. And then there's the big budget meetup that we need to talk about. Right, so let's now do our minis. There we go. Let's grab them out. Ooh. Get that one out of the way. Okay, so we have got Thrift Store from Budget Binder Store. We've got Bethany Budgets. We've got Wednesday Plans. Let's move Mug over there. Hippo back there. That's it. Can we see those? Perfect. We've got Bucket from Budget with Ira. We've got Brilliant Light Bulbs from Grounded Budgets. And we've got Sleepy Poppy Field from Rainbow Budgets and Plans. So we have £15 going in. So let's grab £15 of tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And £15 goes into the bag. Okay, so let's have a slurpage before we start. Lush. Right, so where are we going first? Number 2, Bethany. Number 6. Oh, that jumped out. Number 5. Number 4. Number 2. I thought it was going to be number 3 then. Number 4. Number 2. Number 4. Number 6. Come on, you want 2 and 1. Number 1, well done. Number 2. Yay! So everybody's got some loving. Everybody got some loving. Number 2 again. Number 1. Oh, jumped out. Number 1. Last one. That is going to number 4. Wonderful. Right, okay. Where are we going to go first? We're going to do number 1. Number 2, because that's going to be a new one going in there anyway. Number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. Okay, so in Sleepy Poppy Fields. Oh. So Sleepy Poppy Fields is by Rainbow Budgets and Plans. This one is saving for my super greens in February 2026. And today we're putting £2 in. So that is 1 and 2. So in here now we have got 20, 25, 26, £27. Go in. There we go. Alright, now then we need some the challenge basket. Pop that there a minute because this one is now finished. So this one is the Bucket Challenge from Budget with Ira. And this one is saving towards my coffee for work. And in here we are putting 1, 2, 3 and £4. However, we only need 1 to finish it. So cross that one off. And that is £1 going here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to swap those out. And that 5 for a 10. I'm going to put the 5 back in the bag along with those placeholders. So that is £30 finished. I don't have an envelope for coffee yet, so I will sort that out off camera before I do my count up. So we've got £3 to go, and what have we got to save for next? Let's have a look. Okay, not super greens. Let's do. We're gonna have to do fabric conditioner, because fabric conditioner is quite expensive, and I have already bought it all. So I need to reimburse my buffer envelope, because I'm going to have to take the money out of that to pay for the credit card. So we're going to put £3 into Totally. So I'm not going to colour them in. I can't be doing colouring in. So I'm just going to cross them off in green. So that's £3 going into Totally. This is by Grounded Budgets. It goes in there. So that's that one started. Fabulous. Okay, next one. So this is a Thrift Store by Budget Binder Store. Now this is a colouring in one. Ooh. So in here today we are putting in £1, £2, £3. So let's do this line here again, so that the steps match, and then we will do that piece of hoarding there, and that's £3. So this saves £40 in total. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, £9 saved, and this is going towards my buffer. So pop that lot in there. There we go. There it is. I'll swap out all the placeholders before I do the count up video as well. Okay, so in this one, which is each rainbow is worth £2 from Wednesday Plans, this one is going towards health, and we're putting in £2. So I know that we've still got one there, so I'm just going to cross off another rainbow whilst we've got a 2. So in here now we have got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to swap those out already for a £5 note, rather than swapping it for a placeholder and then swapping it out again. That's that one. Next one is Bethany Budgets, and she's going to be so pleased that her freebie tracker that she sends out with her orders is saving towards my toilet rolls for next year. So in this one this week we're putting £1, £2 and £3. Because there's only me that lives here. I don't need that many toilet rolls, really. Oh, this is really bad colouring in. I'm really sorry if you're actually zooming in and watching it. Oh, can't be bothered. There we go. Right, so we have now got in here 5, 6, 7, £8. Oh, go in. That's it. Go in there. Lovely. And then this one is Brilliant Light Bulbs from Grounded Budgets. Now this is also saving towards my fabric conditioner. We're putting £1 in this week. So we want green, we want purple. There we go, purple. So we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, £6 to go on that one, and then that one's finished. But we'll keep saving on with the Totally one. So in here now we've got 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, £19. Fantastic. And that is everything done. Everything stuffed, everything put away, everything accounted for, and everything confessed. So yeah, have a fabulous week this coming week. Thank you so much for all of my new subscribers who have come along and found my videos and are enjoying them and subscribing. I love you all and I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for all of my existing subscribers who keep coming back and watching my videos. I really, really do appreciate you all. And I've got the BBMU tracker in my challenge binder, and that means that I am going to come to BBMU next year without fail. I can't not come. I have to come. I'm just going to rejiggle my costings and things like that to make it more workable for me. But I will be there. Do not worry. So thank you so much for joining me. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Have a fabulous week ahead of you. And I'll see you all in the next video when I do my count up. Love you lots. See you later. Bye.